Hello beautiful people, it's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking this video and it's titled Meghan Markle wants to destroy royal family, FUMES Levin as Sussexes girl for world tour. Wow, interesting. I'm excited to check this one out to hear what they're going to say. Let's check it out.
But first up, is Prince Harry now asking the UK government to pay for protection all around the world? Queen Camilla says King Charles won't behave himself, and as Diana's brother Charles Spencer divorces for the third time, are that family cursed? For reaction to these big royal stories, I'm delighted to welcome Prince Harry's biographer, royal journalist Angela Levin. Angela, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Prince Harry has permission to continue his legal action against the Home Office for top-level royal protection when he's in the UK, but it seems he could want more. What's going on?
Well, he wants it done very quickly. He's been able to appeal against the first court case. So this is number 3. He owes over £1 million now. That's what's been spent, and he will have to pay it back. So he's very keen to get the okay. So he's got the green light that he can take it to court again. However, he actually said to the judge, can you please hurry it up, because I would like it done at the end of the month or just into July, because Meghan and I are doing a round the world tour. We want to make sure everything's all right. So you think, shock, horror. Is he going to use our tax money to go all around the world? And in any case, he can't do that. But the judge very nicely said to him, no, you can't push in. You have to wait and it'll all go. And you're not well enough in the VIP group to actually go and in front of everybody else. So the arrogance of that, you see, he's still thinking in terms of he's a prince. He's not a prince. And I think that this country will go absolutely mad if they use our money.
Taxpayers' money.
Taxpayers' money to go around the world. And I suggest it'll be a lot in Africa, because they think that worked, although it didn't actually.
Nigeria was a disaster, wasn't it? I mean, the First Lady of Nigeria was deeply offended by Meghan Markle.
Yes, and
her rather risque outfit.
Yes, and inappropriate to wear at that time, and she was very open about it, and she was, why has she come, and all that sort of thing. But if they do, they start going around everywhere and using it well away from this country, I think it will be very, very annoying to everyone. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I can't see how you can keep on going back again and again and again. But he's very determined. He's absolutely determined.
However, Angela, he is the king's son. Yes. That was not a choice he made. Doesn't he deserve the best protection? How would we feel as a country if, God forbid, something happened to Harry?
No, the point is that if it comes anything to do with the royal family, he has the best protection. He has, like the king and the queen, he gets that very good protection. If he comes to see friends or to do something that's got nothing to do with the royals, he has grade 2 or grade 3
But even when he's just seeing his friends, he's still Charles's son, isn't he? And that wasn't a choice he made.
Yes, but if you step down from being a royal, you can't expect the same sort of attention that you get if you're not. And you can't actually control it, and you can't have he can bring people over, but they can't have guns, whereas here our police can have guns, and they have all the information they need about rogues here and there. And he doesn't get that, but you have to accept that. You can't take it out of the government. It's just not right. He can pay for it if he wants to for himself, but he can't actually expect us to pay for him and his family all the time.
And this Harry and Meghan world tour, I mean, that'll be a major headache for the palace, won't it? Because King Charles and William were reportedly fuming about the Nigerian trip because it was a quasi-royal visit. It sounds like the couple will be doing that on a global scale this summer.
Well, it does. I don't know whether it's true, but I think they thought it was great fun. And unfortunately, Meghan wants to destroy the royal family. She has done for a long time.
Of course, she would deny that.
She was she's a very, very determined woman, and she tries to copy it and do it in a more modern, upbeat way, which he thinks is much better. Well, you don't know what's right until you learn, actually. For example, you know, because she went and they were there with somebody who was, he had to pay £2 million or something, £1 billion in America. He was a fraud, and they were being very nice to him.
Yeah, their host in Nigeria.
Whereas if they come from investigated, weak somewhere else by the royal family, by the aides, then you are safe and you know who you're talking to. But I feel that if what happened in Africa was drips that can go through down to the royal family and make it very difficult, and people can assume that's how they're behaving, but of course they're not.
Indeed, or let's look at another wider...
But let's even talk about this, because we understand, yes, he's the son, but duties I'm also going to bring it back to a place of work, because let's leave the royal family aside. Let's bring it to your place of work, because obviously you got a job and you told your employer that you don't want to work, but you want to enjoy the benefits. You want to also get paid and all of the benefit, maybe promotion and stuff, and still maintain your position. But but every other thing that is tied to you doing your duties, you don't want to do it. You only come to the office, or you only want to go to the office and sign in your attendance and stuff. Like, make it make sense. Would you as an employer want to keep that person regardless of how good the person is in the job? No. Because, like, make it make sense. It's not even making sense. And this exactly is the thing that people keep talking about. He opts to leave the royal family and leave the royal duties. It's a different case from when he's part of it and he doesn't want to get assigned to other duties. They are different, or he doesn't want to get assigned duties. It's different from when you know that, okay, you are there, but you decided, oh, you don't want it, but you still want the benefit and you're raging for the benefit. It don't make sense. But obviously, I've said it before, I don't know anybody who would think that maybe because they met a partner and the partner is telling them that their family is, because obviously what Meghan has done is not just only destroyed the family, but just goes to tell you the kind of person she is. And also it also shone the light on who Harry is as well, because obviously you know your family better, and you know that this person is not in a good relationship with their family, and the person came right in, and all of a sudden your eyes open that your family is a stranger, your family don't like you, your family don't have your best interests at heart. But these are the exact same people that you've been with all your life. Then all of a sudden you realize, because you met somebody, a stranger is telling you that your family is not good for you, your family don't have the best interest at heart and all of that, and then you walk and leave your family for that stranger. Because, yeah, love aside, let us understand that, yeah, love can make some people go crazy, but your family is important, because when that person leaves you, eventually, now your family you go still run to. Okay, now that obviously, let's even see it from what we are even saying. His family has not left him yet, but he's still running back to the family and wanting the benefit and everything. So what are we not saying? It's not making sense. Even this world tour. God, I beg you. This feels like a movie, but it's not, because I don't even understand. What is this? Of course, it's gonna feel, the world tour is gonna feel the not so royal world tour, but let's just see how it goes. Let's continue.
They're not.
Indeed, or let's look at another wider member of the family. Diana's brother, that's Harry's uncle, Charles Spencer, divorces for the third time. Will this poor man ever find happiness?
It's very, very difficult, actually. I wrote a book about the background to Diana, and really what happened is that her father was very unpleasant to them once the divorce came about. He had hit his mother, his wife, and Diana and the little boy, Joe, had seen that through the banisters. And it's very, very difficult, and you haven't got that sort of stability. And little Charles was only 3 when his mother went away, and he couldn't bear it at night, and he would cry and cry and cry. And Diana was frightened of the night too, and she didn't dare go out, but she felt it was her responsibility to look after him during the day. So they were very unhappy children. They had loads of au pairs and nannies coming and going. Usually the mother would have had looking after the responsibility for the children, but he wanted to have that, so that was very difficult. But then you see, he had a very bad time at school, where he felt he wrote a book about it, and he was raped, and that was very, very difficult for him.
Outrageous.
And so he used to cut himself, and he used to make himself sick.
Wow.
Now Diana did exactly the same, and I think if you have that type of background in childhood, it's very, very difficult to relax into a happy family life.
Most definitely. James, give me a bit of picture of some of the royals, if you can. Clearly, this has been a very tough time, and we wish him well. 3rd marriage, as you say, there's a real pattern there, which is very sad. What about Queen Camilla complaining about King Charles, saying he's not behaving himself? Many wives watching will be familiar with this.
Yes, he said, she said he doesn't do what he's told, and various people have been saying, well, isn't that a true man?
Yeah.
They don't do that. But she said that about 3 or 4 times now when she meets someone, that's what she says. But she also always says, well, he's doing very well, but he just isn't taking it easy enough. But he was taking it easy. He was pacing up and down. He couldn't bear it, but he was at home. And the doctors, I think, very wisely, not that I know medically anything, that people need to be happy. They need to do what they want if they are ill, because it helps them get better. And I think him being out and about, and he wouldn't have wanted to miss the D-Day event at all, or trooping the
unlike
colour
a few other
on
notable
Monday.
individuals who shall remain nameless. Last but not least, Angela, some indirect news from Catherine, Princess Kate.
Yes, it was really thrilling, actually, that she wrote to the Irish Guards, who are going to be the ones who are trooping the colour on Saturday. And she said, she had been made colonel, and she said how sorry she was that she couldn't be with them, but that she hopes that she will be there very, very soon. No, it was one very soon.
Yeah.
And they were delighted and very touched. And it shows that she's there, really. She's mentally there, she's emotionally there, but she just can't go out and about now or work hard because she's not well enough. And we just bless her and wish that she feels well soon as possible.
Most definitely, we do wish her well, and a chink of hope that we will see her at some point in the future. But of course, her recovery is the #1 priority.
Maybe Wimbledon. She loves Wimbledon.
Wouldn't that be fantastic if she was on centre court? We can but hope. Angela, a thrill to see you. Looking fabulous in royal blue tonight, let me tell you. Do come back and see us again soon. The doyenne of royal reporting.
Well, I feel like with some people, like, things that they went through, their childhood and stuff, sometimes it affects them, especially if they did not deal with it, or if they've not healed from it. It affects them growing up or when in their adult age. So I think that is what Princess Diana's brother is experiencing. I might be wrong as well, but I feel like that is what he's experiencing, because I mean, there are some people that eventually heal from whatever trauma they have going on, and there's some people that don't heal entirely or don't heal at all and just still carry on with the baggage and all of that. But let's even talk about King Charles for a moment. I think maybe one other reason would be just like what Queen Camilla said, is he's not doing what he's told. I think maybe because now that he's gained his strength, from regained a little, he wants to do his duties as a king, or as a working king or working royal, and also like make up for the lost times, or for the times that he's had health issues and stuff. So I mean, it's not uncommon to see that. But again, let's talk about Princess Catherine. It's a good thing that she reached out, or she's reaching out to let people know that she would really want to be present for the Trooping of Colors. But I mean, health issues and everything, she is still recovering. So I mean, even though she's not there physically as she would want to be, she's still with them mentally, emotionally, and whatnot, which is beautiful to see. But let me know what you think about this. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. I really love you to share that. You can share all the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.